You might have 9,000.
Yeah, because it's 21 and just
You drive only 12,000? Or
I have driven 21,000 miles in 3 years.
oh, you better use that quickly. I don't know. After they have this like either 3 years, 3 years, how many miles?
Well, mine says it's 6 years. 6 years.
6 years, you could.
6 years or 15,000 miles, whichever. 16,000. I mean 6 years or
15,000.
$15,000,
Whichever come first.
Yeah.
Oh, so you have 6 years to use it. Oh,
And I got 3 years.
Yeah.
But according to you, I might have only about 8,000 more miles left. 8
Oh,
or
okay.
9,000. So that's probably by
Yeah.
May of next year, I
Probably run out.
it probably be zero.
So you gotta you gotta get another gas car just in case, right?
Oh, you saw the.
Yeah, I saw already. Nice, very good. It's got the dual screen.
Oh.
It's got the Sportronic automatic. Yeah. You could do like a manual, but there's no clutch. But you could do like up and down, the plus and minus. You could shift. Yeah. It's pretty good.
I love the car.
You love the car, right? You
I
bought it brand new or
Brand new.
Brand new. Oh,
Brand
shit.
new.
That car cost what? 40, 45?
The car
60.
costs 65,000.
65,000. Wow.
So
You negotiated like down a little bit, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's including the tax.
Included tax. Okay.
But like I said, I went to check and see how much the 2019
Uh-huh.
this car 2019 is selling for, and it says it's averaging about $40,000.
Oh.
So it's only only about
30%. Yeah.
Yeah, the Toyota Mirai, 90%.
Yeah, it drives 90% value. How much right now your Mirai worth?
I
11,000? No,
4,000.
only worth 4,000?
Yeah, I think
You went to where? CarMax?
Carvana.
Carvana. Carvana lowballing.
Lowballing?
Yeah, I think it's 10
Which
to
one?
12,000.
Which one is offering better?
The dealer right now they offer about 11, 12,000.
No, it's not enough because I still owe 21,000. So I still.
Then
so
you were
the
upside
truck-
down. Yeah.
So and then all the other 21,000 that I paid, 21,500 this one.
The problem is the fuel credit you cannot use as you cannot take the money out. You trade it, that the money goes to zero.
Down to
Yeah.
zero,
So
I
that's the
tried
problem.
I guess hopefully this gets resolved.
Yeah. Hopefully it gets resolved. They can just swap you out with a hybrid car, or maybe a Prius, maybe a Camry.
Or is it, I mean, I the Infinity was saying if because I leased the car, but if I had owned the car, they would have given me everything I paid for plus a new car. They would have given me a new car. It has the agreement, but not because I
But they
leased
didn't give you a new car. They
No,
only.
because I was leasing.
Oh,
they
you
only-
leasing? Yeah.
So they gave me. So they gave me the everything I paid.
Oh, okay.
But it says it there. If you had owned the car,
Uh-huh.
they will give me a new car plus pay me back everything.
Well, why don't you buy another?
Under lemon law.
Why don't you buy another Infinity?
Another Infinity.
And then in this car, just leave it. Like
Well, I
this
wish
way.
I wish my car would have been
Yeah,
not
yeah.
a lemon.
Yeah.
And I would have retained still such a good value.
The Mirai, you still making payment? You should make. Oh.
Yeah, I still owe 21,000.
Yeah, that's not
Yeah.
good. You need to tell Toyota I'm in the lawsuit with the lawyer. Write them a letter, and then just say I cannot continue make a payment.
Well, your
Inver, yeah.
last week or the
Uh-huh.
previous week, I said that he was gonna put a lawsuit to have to Toyota Motor Credit Corporation to stop
Yeah.
reporting those for delinquent to the credit bureau.
Credit bureau. Yeah.
Yeah. But I just talked to him and he said that he hasn't finalized that.
Oh,
So
he
I
hasn't
still, I still
finalized.
have to pay because
Oh.
I have excellent credit. I got 850.
Yeah.
I got the top of the line.
You're the top line of credit.
Yeah.
So right now, what you do is you go finance another Infinity the same time, and then you when this one finances in a month, you stop paying the Toyota and you just drive the Infinity and leave the Toyota park. And registration, you just say you just want to leave the car, like don't pay registration. How much do they send you registration? 700, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So like 4
In-
years over.
Infinity is not going to cost you
averaging-
700.
It's
Yeah.
averaging for $700 a year.
Yeah.
The 4 years.
Because it's a clean energy vehicle, they charge more money on tax, you know.
I think people I don't know if I did.
Uh-huh.
I called DMV and I said that the car is only worth 4,000. Why are you just charging me? He says Toyota says the car value hasn't changed, so it's still worth. I should be charged the same $700.
They can only charge you at the time of the sale, how much you negotiate, how much. They cannot just say after you drove out the lot, they drop to 4,000. They can.
But it should be. I mean, 4,300.
Yeah.
They should be charging me only $40.
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
$700.
Yeah. You pay already the registration?
I paid in May.
Oh man.
I've been paying $610 a month.
Yeah. That's a lot of money for that. How your monthly payment is 620?
$613.
Oh, 613.
But I don't know if it includes other stuff. I had the maintenance agreement extension and the service agreement. I took out the service agreement, but they didn't
They sell you extra money for the for service.
and the maintenance agreement.
Oh.
But I got $1,600 back from that, but
Mhm.
they didn't give me the money. They
Uh-huh.
only reduced the loan, but the loan.
They didn't give you the money back.
No,
Yeah.
but
Because the long term already set. They're not gonna change your monthly payment. What the check? They give you a check or no for the refund?
No.
No?
No. They said that the loan.
Oh.
Is, instead of 43,000, it's going to be 41,000.
They minus from the total, but you still had to pay the.
So I will
Yeah.
pay in lesser time. So
Yeah, they don't refund the check.
So
you
it
know.
would be like instead of
Yeah.
72 months, it's going to be 69 months.
Yeah. So you know why? Because that way they took the total amount from the bank, and then they only have to refund you at the end of your loan. But chances like you're probably gonna trade the car even way before that because you can't drive, right?
I can't trade this.
That's the trick Toyota's pulling. You know, they don't give you the check back. They don't give you putting it back your wallet. They say, oh, you're gonna have to that money gonna reduce on the last month of your total loan. See, that's the issue.
And I paid 25. I
Yeah.
should have requested the $2,500
Yeah.
for the extension of the
Uh-huh.
maintenance agreement. Oh no, service.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
students, but I didn't request that one.
Right,
but
right,
I
right.
should have.
So when you in the finance department signing all the paperwork, you need to listen carefully what the person's trying to sell you. They say we only add this on for how much more per month, $10, $20, $50 extra. That's when they try to sell you the extra service, extra service, the car wax you don't need, maybe the tire protection package.
Yeah.
I got sold for $1,200 for the tire protection. I asked him, is that free? He says free.
The guy who sold me the car was Vietnamese.
Oh, see?
Vietnamese.
Even the salesperson, said you're gonna be out the door this price. The final step is in the finance.
Are they going to be going?
I think people slowly going already.
I thought he said like it's going to be the whole day. But
Oh, it's
what
until
happened to
1
Channel
p.m.
7?
He said. Oh, Channel 7 guy left. It was a black dude. He was
that guy
yeah
was
that
black.
part yeah he took off.
I thought he
Yeah.
said it's after. He should be around
Yeah.
after the pizza.
Yeah.
But the Jewish, huh?
Yeah.
The family
Yeah.
Jewish.
Oh yeah, you can tell, huh?
Attorney, yeah.
Jewish.
I know with the name.
Because the hat, the little
No, with the name.
yeah,
when
the
you-
name, yeah.
The name
Yeah.
is Jewish. Yeah.
Jewish people, yeah.
My sister's married to a Jewish guy.
Israeli, Israeli, yeah.
He's really Jewish.
Yeah.
All families.
They're the chosen people by God,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I support this family.
You support Israeli, right?
I have a, I have a shirt that says,
Yeah.
I support U.S. and Israel.
Uh-huh.
I support it.
You support U.S.
But
and
I didn't bring
you
it
bring the shirt
because
uh-huh.
I said I didn't know. I
Okay.
didn't know if people are not.
I thought you were Middle Eastern first.
Some people say that.
Some people say that, right?
I know that when I used to go, and I
Uh-huh.
was younger, I used to go
Yeah,
to
yeah.
Westwood for the
Uh-huh.
club there,
Uh-huh.
and Iranians used to come and talk to me in
Yeah, yeah,
Persian.
yeah.
And I said, no, I don't speak
Um,
Persian. I'm not Iranian. No, no.
Yeah,
Because they thought, oh,
it's
you
hard to
got thick
tell you're
eyebrows.
Cuban. Yeah, it's hard to say you're Cuban.
Thick eyebrows. I
Yeah,
said,
eyebrows.
yes.
Yeah, yeah. That's very good. You live with your whole family, or you just?
No, I live myself.
By
But I
yourself?
do rent.
Oh.
Actually, because my house is kind of big for me, but I do rent my rooms. I have
Oh.
2 rooms to.
You rent to somebody else.
Yeah.
Oh, very
Yeah,
good.
the one works for California Edison, and the other one works for the state of California. They work from home.
They work from
they
home.
got
Ah,
the
computer.
the computer there, and it's.
Thank you so much for coming out, dude. This is helpful. Thank you guys for coming out.
Thank you.
This
You've
is
been
great.
very
We're trying.
good
We're
at
trying.
everything.
We're creating some media. That's good pressure. Now I'm gonna stop with the media. Focus just on the court litigation. Fuck them up in court. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
They deserve it, man.
There
They
you go.
deserve everything that's coming to them.
Yeah.
So we just need to gather everybody's statements, put it in front of the judge. Let the judge say what he wants to think about this.
But if they were willing to settle on 12 of
They're
the
ready,
cases,
ready.
that means that they.
Oh, we're stepping on their necks right now.
Uh-huh.
They don't.
There you
They
go.
hate
The
this.
throat.
They hate this more than the litigation.
Yeah.
If I beat them in court,
They hate the media. They hate the. Yeah.
if I beat them in
I know.
court,
I was trying to get channel 60 Minutes to come.
it's good. We're gonna send them. We're gonna send them
because
footage.
60 Minutes is the
60
one that-
minutes. Oh.
60 Minutes is the one that went after the insurance companies in Florida.
60 minutes from Canada, no?
No,
Or,
60
no.
Minutes, United States, Channel 2.
Oh, Channel 2.
Is,
Oh.
on Sunday at 7 p.m.
Okay,
7 to
okay.
p.m. And they did all this big segment on the
Yeah, yeah.
insurance fraud, whether in insurance immediately they started trying to settle all those cases right after
Yeah.
60 Minutes went after them because
Oh, okay.
all the owners of the houses they were really mad that the insurance were not paying, and then they were saying that we didn't cover this, we didn't cover that, but after 60 Minutes they're covering everything.
Oh, after the news. huh?
Yeah, I was sending. Hopefully, I could get some response. I wish I had taken a video of this and send it to them at the same time.
Mhm.
I said 60 Minutes because they got a segment where you say you have something that they will be interested. Please forward the information and then we'll check on that. Yeah.
Amazing. Baron, we gotta talk before you go. Before you drive back, I want to talk to you. Yeah, this is really important. At the end of the day, we're not a public relations company. We're a law firm. So I can't spend freaking 3 months developing relationships with key reporters. Like, the fact that we got KTLA5 is really a huge win, because KTLA5, when they published on Friday about this today, it got picked up by Fox 5, it got picked up by MSN, it got picked up by Yahoo News. So it gets triplicated on the internet over and over and over again.
That's
And
good.
any press, I was just about to say this, like, we could beat them in court, and that is a big blow to them. They don't want that at all,
Oh no,
obviously.
they don't. That's why
But
they don't
that
like all
bad
this
press is
bad press.
even more infuriating, because that is the business side of the company. The lawyers, they could fudge it, they could spin it, they could say, oh, we got a bad judge or whatever. Bad press is bad press. They don't want that. They're so protective over their brand. So this is really, really impactful. But I saw some of the footage of KTLA5, like,
Yeah.
it looks
Oh, just now?
incredible. It
Yeah,
looks
yeah.
so good, because they fill the frame with everybody yelling and screaming like we're golden, we're money. We created some Hollywood magic today.
Did Channel
Big
7
progress.
Channel 7 come?
Channel 7 didn't end up coming, but we got a bunch of statements. We had another independent journalist, like Lily, I don't know if she's still here, and KTLA5, big enough win, honestly.
Yeah.
It's the biggest local regional news outlet in Southern California. They cannot control that. There's all these words, Toyota fraud, and it already got picked up by several other stations. We're good to go. This was really a big win.
So are we going to see this on the news today?
Yeah. I don't know about tonight. I don't know. I'm not on their publishing schedule. I don't know when they're going to get it.
But
done.
we'll see it on the news.
Yes.
Channel 5, right?
Channel
Channel 7. Oh, KTLA5. Yeah.
Whenever
LA
saw that one,
WB.
send us the link so we can.
Yeah. Send the link.
They already
Yeah.
published on Friday with footage that we sent them and pictures that we sent them. So we're working in tandem. We have a good contact there. And we created enough footage between this rally and the Sacramento rally for another year. We're going to keep sending press packets out. You know, one of the marketing goals are going to go just send every day another press packet to Channel 7, AB. Hey, why aren't you covering this? Other people are covering this. Someone else will pick it up. So, you know, I'm going to focus now just on the court. Like, I'm done with rallies and stuff. This is fun. But I got to make sure that we're killing them in court. I hired a senior litigator, Mark Greenstone. He did class action jury trial against Nissan most recently for their tire chain defect. This is like way less of a problem than what Toyota's done to you guys. But he won a class action jury trial. I mean, I don't even know anybody else in my entire network that's won a class action jury trial. And I've been asking him every step of the way what to do. So the next move that we're making is sanctioned by this guy that's got like 30 years of experience. I mean, I've represented auto manufacturers. I've been an attorney for 10 years. So I know some moves myself. But I'm consulting with people along the way. You know, we're making sure that we're going to start marshaling the court system in our favor. And I think we can mess them up. I think that we are in a rare situation. Typically, court cases take much longer. Like, a case like this should really take like 5 years. If you go through the court system, like that's just how it works. I think that because we have so many people, we have so much evidence without even getting any evidence from them, we're going to be able to leverage that in our favor and make it go much faster. Because we're just going to put the evidence in front of the judge. We don't even need to talk to them. They're irrelevant in the situation. We're just telling them our side of the story. I think we have a good shot at winning off the bat.
What are we doing? What are we asking from the judge?
We're asking him to say that it was a breach of the warranty, that you thought you were getting a reliable car and you're not. So we're going to get a judge to say that this was fraud, God willing, and then everyone gets their money back and some punitive damages, hopefully. And even just filing that and putting pressure on them will be a big help. So we're really starting to turn up the jets. I have a big call about all the arbitrations. There's 120 in arbitration. July 2nd, we're squaring off with the arbitrator to get dates again and make sure that we have dates for all of the trials and hearings. And in the state court case, we're going to file this motion for summary judgment as soon as I get all the declarations. Once I have like 500 declarations, we're just going to file the thing.
You got my declaration then.
Yeah, I think so. And if not, well, I'll make sure to work on it with you because I'm sure you have a lot of good details. Mm-hmm. And now that we met, it's good to put a face to the name.
This will make you a star in your career, man.
If I win, I haven't done anything yet.
You will.
Right now we're just having fun on a Sunday. We had some pizza together. If I actually get you guys something good, then it'll be worthwhile. Then I'll ask you for a 5-star review, okay?
You got it. You got my 10-star review.
If I win, I gotta
20.
win for you. I gotta win for you.
You got my 10-star review.
No, I gotta win for you guys. But this is really impactful, and they didn't see this coming. You know, they thought they'd just piss off a few drivers and they can get away with it. Like, this is hilarious that they're gonna have to contend with news. I promise you, their communications department, come Monday morning, is gonna be calling their lawyers, and the lawyers. We did a podcast called Jen Hardy or whatever on Up North, just live streaming. It has like 100 views. Okay, the lawyers called me. What are you doing? We're talking settlement. Now the business side is saying you think this guy wants to settle with you, and it's hilarious. So that means like 10 or 20 of the views, of the 100 views, are people in Japan like sweating balls looking at this thing. You understand? No one's watching it besides Toyota. But you put KTLA 5 in their crosshairs, like that's a serious problem for them. You know, the words fraud and Toyota from a very reputable news source, and once you put something on the internet, it gets multiplied. Like people post it on Facebook, on Reddit, whatever. Right. They can't control it as much. It's a big problem for them. It's a big problem. They do not want this. So this is a great way to fight back. This is a very sneaky way. They were sneaky. They deserve some sneakiness back. I think this is a very good use of everybody's like few hours on a Sunday. There's still some more pizza though. I don't know. Why people didn't like the pizza? Come on.
No, man. You eat a lot.
It's good pizza.
I understand there's 2 other attorneys that are doing
the
thing.
Sarah,
are they merging together? No.
Oh, there's 2
merging
other law
together.
firms.
Yeah,
they promised they would be here. They didn't show up.
You other 2 law firms? Oh, shit.
I know them. I keep taking them to dinner. I keep getting them information. Yeah, I'm trying to help them because the stronger we are together, the helpful. I don't care.
You got the most.
I have the most clients,
ones.
but they have 200-300 clients each themselves.
Yeah,
we have like 500.
If you merge them, that's even better.
They said they sold 14,000 of these cars. They didn't sell 14,000 of these cars. They sold like 5,000 of them probably, and all of them were suing them. That's what's going on
If you
here.
merge all of them, it's
They're counting like if they gave 45 free ones to some random municipality, okay, that's a sale. You know, they didn't sell 5,000.
They're cooking the books, man.
They're cooking the books because no one's auditing it. No one cares.
Yeah,
But, like,
or sometimes they could say, oh, and then the car gets
Yeah,
returned 3 times, and they say, oh yeah, we sold it 3 times.
Exactly.
three different cars.
100%. They're for sure counting that too. That's very smart. They're for sure doing that, and it's all bullshit. And we got to make sure that they know that. We know that. You know, we're keeping track of what's going on. The other plaintiffs' firms, you know, they're a full step behind. None of them are talking settlement. I connected them with the separate law firm that's settling the cases. Because I want him to get overwhelmed. Oh, he's trying to settle with these, he's trying to settle with them, he's trying to settle with that. You know what I mean? So this way the attorneys are billing Toyota around the clock, basically. Because there's so many different things that are happening. I helped the other law firm with their motion work. They were getting a motion to dismiss. I helped them oppose it. Beverly Hills trial firm. They don't know what the hell they're doing. They copy pasted my complaint that I'm gonna send you. They literally copy pasted. There's certain phrases that I'm like, I wrote that in my kitchen, you know, when I was making this complaint. It's okay, it happens, it's fine, and it's obviously better. I don't want such a big target on my back. Like if I had everyone, then they could just murder me. And I don't know.
Want that.
If there's multiple law firms, then okay, it's a problem for them. So
I'll be your personal bodyguard.
thank you, I appreciate it. Thank you, I appreciate it.
That is video.
Yeah.
What channel is he on?
He's an independent journalist, but that camera is feature film. Like if you want to film a Batman movie, you can use that camera. So it looks really, really good. And then we're gonna it's gonna take us time. I'm not a media company, but I'm gonna send it to a friend of mine. I know a little bit about it. And then we're gonna cut it up, use it in the arbitrations. So you're in arbitration. You're one of the ones that are in arbitration. So we're gonna use it in your case. Press play, boom. And just an hour of people going Toyota lied to me, F Toyota. You don't think the arbitrator is going to sink into his head? What are they going to play? They don't have a video of a bunch of executives saying, no, this is the best car in the world. Get out of here. There's people holding signs in the background. So we're going to use it in arbitration. And equally important, the KTLA 5 article comes out, we're going to put that in the body of an email, attach some footage, and be like, why aren't you running this story? Like you were saying.
Yeah.
So it's good. It just keeps it going. It keeps the machine going.
We can tell that to Channel 7.
Yeah, we'll send it to Channel 7. Channel 7 hopefully will do it
Channel
for
7
us.
will pick it up. If attorneys send it, they're going to look at it more seriously than me sending it or he sending it. Well,
If everyone sends it, it's helpful.
Hopefully it'll
Everyone
end up on
sends it.
CNN.
Yeah.
You know?
The thing is, Toyota does a lot of business with these major news outlets, so they can silence a lot of them, and they've been doing that. You could tell from the way the coverage has been going. But let me make sure that guy got a slice of pizza.
Let me
He's
ask
been out all
one
day.
question
Yeah,
before
sure,
you
go for it.
My arbitration was going to be and you had 3 days, June 23rd, 24th, and 25th, and then they got postponed.
Right.
So
But I'm not letting them postpone it anymore. So we're gonna.
No, but when that was supposed to be 23rd, 24th, and 25th, that means that I was going to have to come here every day.
I'm gonna do them all on Zoom.
Oh, it's on Zoom. Oh,
I'm gonna do the arbitrations
because it's
on
going to
Zoom.
be hard. I mean, with the amount of.
First of all, you'd only have to testify for an hour.
Oh.
It's not going to be a 3-day trial in the end. I didn't know when I first got the case. I wasn't sure what was going on. I'm trying to protect. I'm an attorney. I'm trying to play it conservatively. So I'm like, oh, I need 3 days in order to beat these guys. I have all these expert witnesses and whatever. I'm gonna flip the script now. When we lift the pause on all the arbitrations, July 2nd, we're having a major call. I'm going to tell them, oh yeah, no, I need 3 hours. I'll knock it out in 3 hours. Make them shake. They're not going to be able to prepare. If we can get arbitration, let's say in 30, let's say I get your case back on, so we missed your date. But let's say the arbitrator says, yeah, I'm available in August. Perfect. They're not ready to try a freaking case in August. We're ready to try a case because we have 500 statements of people saying the same thing. I hired my expert witness already. I don't need to talk to them. They're just going to give vague, non-responsive answers. You'll testify for an hour. Hopefully you'll cry.
You want me to cry? I'll
I want you
cry.
to cry.
I'm gonna cry.
I want you to cry. I want you to summon some Hollywood tears.
I'll bring you
Just
tears
get
to-
yourself emotional.
I'm going to have to put some onions on my.
I don't think so.
A very hard cebolla.
Cebolla.
Onion. Get some onion.
Cebolla.
I don't think so.
Okay.
You're not gonna need. You'll meet the moment.
no.
You'll meet the moment. You'll be authentic. The tearing is a bit of a joke, but as long as the arbitrator feels, I think we could do it over Zoom. I don't want to make it. At first, I also thought, I'll make it in person. I'll drive Toyota crazy. We'll have to fly all around the state doing arbitrations in random arbitrators' offices. but that's just as hard for me too. So I don't know if there's such an advantage to doing that. I think it's more of an advantage of just doing them quick and dirty and making Toyota be like, what case could they oppose? What are they going to say? They still have never made their official record of how they're, because they can make vague statements to their own media and be like, we think hydrogen's going to be the future. Like, that's all they're saying. They're not addressing the fact that they told you the car would work, it'd be reliable, and it's not.
I'm gonna have a bunch of hydrogen stations around my area, like 5 of them, and none of them, only one.
I'll coach everybody on like how to frame it, exactly what you just said, like that they made it seem like Toyota was involved in the hydrogen process. I mean, I don't really need to coach anybody also. This isn't one of these like complicated like business disputes where I'm like, okay, don't tell them about the document of this. We don't have nothing to hide. You can just walk in and tell your story. Like I don't need to like, this isn't, you know what I mean? It's about the people just against this big company, and the company's gonna try and get their ducks in a row. I think they'll fail. And I think we should just keep putting the pressure. So that's the goal. Now, the deals that they're offering me, I think we could do better with an arbitrator. I think that an arbitrator would at least award us what the people are what Toyota's offering me so far in settlement. This is kind of confidential, but but it's the truth. I think
don't tell anyone.
What they're offering basically is like they'll give you money back for what you paid and to get rid of the note, to get rid of the debt. That would be nice. That is what they're offering for most of the people. Some people, they offered even less than that. They're like nickel and diming me, and it took so long to even get that out of them. I don't know, but I think if you go to Starbucks and you told 10 people this story, I think at least 8 out of 10 people at Starbucks would automatically give you the win. And they would give you that. They would give you that at least. They would say, okay, yeah, get your money back, and they shouldn't charge you anymore for the note. So I don't want to give Toyota the satisfaction of you settling with them. You have to say, yeah, they didn't do anything wrong. I'm not allowed to talk about this. Screw that. Why don't we go to an arbitrator and see what an arbitrator has to say? I don't think that they'll fare so well in arbitration. I'm willing to make that risk.
What kind of timeline does the arbitration?
I'm having a call with them on July 2nd to re-up the arbitrations, and hopefully some of them stay. We still have dates. We have some coming up in August. So according to the arbitration rules, those should stay. Those the ones that are coming up that we didn't pass, like yours, that should just stay on calendar. So officially it should be like 30 days we should start knocking out arbitrations. And then let's say with yours that we need to reschedule, I'm going to take the first date available to the arbitrator. So it's like 90 days, max, something like that. So we'll see. And I'm going to show up to the arbitration. We're going to gather declarations of everybody. And I'm going to file with the arbitrator 500 declarations that back up your story. I think we'll do okay. Yeah.
Absolutely. I don't see how that couldn't go any other way.
Yeah.
To mirai,
Yeah. The people that have more than one mirai, I think I'll have to do some more explaining to them as to why. But it makes sense because, you have to roll in, you got a new one with the fuel card, whatever. I understand, I'm dialed into the nuances, but someone that has no idea even what a hydrogen car is, there will be more work for those people, but...
Actually, what the story was, I went to, in the beginning, Mirai was okay. So that's why I bought it in 2019, and it was a certified pre-owned. And then, when I went back to the dealership for some maintenance, and I was asked, I saw the 2021 came out, which was entirely different, looked better, and I said, is there any, can I trade it in and just upgrade and get the same? So they said, yeah, you could, but we're not gonna give you anything for it, so why don't you just get the second one? And they promised all this thing, and at the time, the price of hydrogen was still around $12. And
it's just $50 to fill up the car.
yeah, 12 to 15. I don't remember that. So when I bought the first one, it was about 12, and then it was about 15. So it was still reasonable. And I thought, maybe. And they promised all this expansion. They say, if you see all the upcoming stations, it's gonna be so easy. You're not gonna even have to think when to refuel. So at that time, it was the sweet spot. It's not like there's not much more explaining to do. I said, okay, I need a second car. Let's go for it. Now I've got 2 problems instead of 2 solutions. You know what I mean? So it's
thank you all so much for coming out. I really, really appreciate it. This was extremely helpful. I'm telling you, we're killing them in court and we're killing them in the press. This is good stuff.
I hope we can get it.
Amen. Yeah. Hopefully, my goal is before the end of the year, everything is cleaned out.
End of the year,
because if they have arbitrations and we're filing that motion for summary judgment, that'll put real pressure, real deadlines, and they'll have to come to the table faster.
So I need to buy an EV, and the incentives will be taken off. So I hope it's before the end of the year.
Yes. That's my goal. Look, I've been working for 2 years on this. Like, I'm no saint. I'm trying to make money.
Right.
Okay, I'm not a good person.
Oh no, you have to.
I'm a saint.
He's a saint. Jamie's a saint. Except I'm not a saint. But I've been litigating almost 2 years in this case. I haven't made a nickel yet. So I'm skin in the game. Yeah, God willing. I'm not worried. I'm just saying. The goal is to be able to start getting payments to people and meaningful relief soon. In the first 12 where they offered money, they were paying me separate and on top. So even though my retainer agreement is something absurd, like I'm allowed to take half of your money, I'm not going to do that. They're paying me separate and above that fee. So if we settle and if we win, God willing, in arbitration, my fee is separate too. You understand? So yeah, I'm really grateful though. This, like, I could cry. This is like amazing support. It's so crazy though. I mean, like, they really fuck people over. So it's like, yeah, people are spending a Sunday being like, yo, you fucked me over. And we got some news coverage on it, so it's great. We're gonna get more.
They sold like EVs were gonna die, and
coming
this
out.
was the future.
Jamie, thanks so much for coming out.
We got to talk. Got to bring you up to date on non-pro stuff.
Yeah.
Like, this place sucks.
Does it really? How are your kids?